Ladies, gentlemen, let the show begin. Alright, do you like video games? And I know you do. What about entertainment? We got that to video game. I'm on a video game. Video game. Oh, what's the name? Video Game Armada. Time for another edition of the Christmas Hit List. And of course, this is the one true I'm a gamer boss, Bronze. It's time to talk about time again with Quantum Break. Yeah, that is the game that's going to be the hit list for today. Now, Quantum Break is about time. The element of time meaning past, the present, the future. And you play just a normal schlub who, is just an average everyday guy just trying to find his place in the world, who unfortunately happens to have a best friend who is creating a quantum machine that can travel in time. Well, that turns out as well as you would expect, mainly destroying all reality very, very slowly by time breaking down. But on the plus side, you have fantastic time powers. People, let me tell you something. If I have any super power, it's time. The ability to control time. Think about it. The world would be your oyster. You could fast forward through bad days, go slow on the good days, end world hunger, solve every world crisis, avert disasters, from natural to unnatural. The potential would be limitless. Sadly, that would be world-breaking and Quantum Break. No, instead, you have some more practical applications to time control. Bunch of stormtroopers trying to advance on your position, slow them down. You want to get to cover quickly without them noticing you moving from cover to cover? Speed yourself up and run to the cover. You have to save yourself from being shot up to like Swiss cheese on the deli counter. Slow down time in front of you, and then becomes its own personal shield where the bullets stop in midair. Or heck, slow down time on a single enemy, shoot a bunch of bullets into them, return time to normal, and bam, he's getting shot by 1,000 bullets all at once. Amazing. Heck, you can even turn a bunch of time into a grenade thing and just quantumly explode them a couple of times, and just enjoy that picturesque moment. I don't know how practical it is destroying time even more by creating a time grenade, but hey, it's cool to look at, and it's a video game, so I'm gonna enjoy it. But the game doesn't just leave you in the hands of the main character. No, the game also throws you into the hands of the villain from time to time, where you could dictate the outcome of what you're going to do against yourself. I know it's weird, but just go with it. Say that you're running around stopping Monarch, from trying to kill him or doing something like underhanded tactic-wise, then to the reactions of those things, you become the main villain. You said, okay, so this guy has time powers. Oh, I have time powers too. I forgot to mention the main villain, who was your best friend, also has time powers. He could see the future. But anyway, he could see the future, and he says, I know how to stop time from imploding, maybe, but I gotta do all this stuff, and my former best friend is running around not dying, so you get to choose. Do you take Monarch on a more subtle approach to get people become more on your side using subversive tactics and misinformation? Or do you become all 100% dictator, take the town by force, instilling fear and mass hysteria to the masses? It's your call, and one of the unique features in this particular game. Choosing what kind of adversary that Monarch becomes for your main character is one of the main highlighting differences between Quantum Break and everything else. You can become your own worst nightmare, or make things easier to have a much more even-handed yet still balanced out story between your main character and your main antagonist. And no matter what you choose, like Rome, it always leads to an epic climax between the former best friends. But what you choose in the parallel choices may give you more information you didn't have if you choose the other way. Then again, if you choose the wrong way, the town that the game is currently in will suffer immensely. That again it's all up to you. So committed to telling an awesome story, they even created a live action TV show to highlight what's going on as you progress through hero and villain phases of the game. Your choices between the main character, which are pretty, straightforward. They don't give you any choices from the hero's perspective. And more to the point, what you choose as the CEO and founder creator of Monarch Industries, which will allow your outcome to come to light in beautiful, live-action, flesh-and-blood actors. You don't get to see that in video games anymore. I kind of missed it. And seeing your actions be played out in this way adds a bit more realism to the whole experience. Again, point to Quantum Break. So Quantum Break, a third-person shooter wrapped in an enigma with time control powers and awesome two-folded stories between live action and video game. You can't go wrong with that. And it might be a quick play, or it may not. You might want to take a parallel quest and replay it again to see how the other half lives between the merciful but manipulative Monarch or the dominating, everyone hates him, generic bad guy Monarch, and the actions of your hero, which honestly doesn't change too much, more or less. But either way, I approved of the game, and I enjoyed it, and you can get it cheap right now. And that's the pick for the day. So until next time, this is One Drama Gamer Boss Bronze telling you to stay tuned for more gamer picks. We're getting close to Christmas. Don't be unprepared. Keep following on. Take care.